Hey guys, it's Marla at Twinstrology, and this is a little video on Jupiter moving into Libra. And then I also pulled a few cards for the energy around the 999 gateway. So let's talk about Jupiter first. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, is moving from the sign of Virgo, where he's been for the last year, into the sign of Libra on September 9, 2016, which is the 999 gateway. And he's going to be in the sign of Libra until October 10th, 2017, which is the 10-10-10 gateway. So the nines in numerology represent completing something. And the number 1 is a new beginning. So, so many astrologers are touting this as like this amazing transit and everything's going to be beautiful and we're all going to be in love and all our relationships are going to be so perfect. And while I feel that's likely to happen, like from the mid to latter part of the transit, I think it's going to be a bit more difficult during the beginning of this transit. And of course on 10-10-10, or October 10th, 2017, that's when Jupiter is going to move into the sign of Scorpio. And I feel that Scorpio is the sign that best represents divine partnerships because Scorpio rules more intimate relationships while Libra rules all relationships. But Jupiter rules our belief systems, our truth, what we have faith in, and Jupiter likes to expand our mind. Libra is the sign of partnerships and also of social justice. Libras do not like to have conflict with other people. They're the natural-born diplomats. They're interested in diplomacy. They're the sign that rules diplomacy, and they know how to compromise. Libra is also an air sign, and they like to communicate, so they like to talk about their feelings. And Libras like to be open to all their options. Librans can see both sides of the situation. There's usually jokes around Libras not being able to make decisions very easily because they can see both sides of the situations. Libra is ruled by the planet Venus, and Venus at 999 will be transiting in her own sign of Libra. Now, Venus rules 2 signs. She rules Taurus, which is an earth sign, which is more the sensual, earthly level of love. And then Libra is more of love for everyone. Libra is concerned with beauty as well. Beauty and harmony, like I mentioned, they don't like to have conflict with other people. And both Venus and Jupiter are considered the most benefic planets. So I feel like one of the pitfalls here is that with Jupiter transiting through Libra, that people can tend to become somewhat superficial or shallow or maybe even lazy when it comes to relationships. But the major themes here are going to be, what are our beliefs about relationships? Are your relationships balanced? Are they fair? How is the giving and receiving happening in your relationships? Are you always having to compromise? Are you always having to give and give and give? Or are you someone that always takes? Are you someone that's always forcing the other person to compromise? And then we're also going to be looking at issues of social justice and morality. So yeah, the beginning of this transit, I feel, is going to be a lot of work because Jupiter expands what it touches. And now think about a lot of relationships right now. How many people do you know that are in a divine partnership sort of relationship? Not many. Most people are still stuck in codependent relationships where they need the other person to supply them with their needs. What happens if you're in a bad relationship? And Jupiter's there, expanding the energy. I feel that the first part of the transit is for Jupiter to maybe shine the light on your relationship so you can look at it with an honest eye. Okay, so if your relationship is bad, the planets, the universe are not going to support that. Okay, Jupiter's not going to support that. Jupiter's going to be asking you if that's the type of relationship that you believe in, or if you believe relationships should be different. So we'll be expanding our views about relationships, okay, whether those relationships are actually in line with our morals. We're going to have to become more authentic and allow other people to be more authentic. I think that some people are going to see that the relationships that they're in are somehow deceptive, or they're not seeing the real person. In the same way, maybe you are not being your true authentic self. So this is where the authenticity part comes in. And like I mentioned, Jupiter will be there. If there's anything negative, I feel that that's going to probably get expanded so you can see it. Now, what I've channeled around Jupiter and Libra is that justice is going to be done. So relationships are going to improve, and a lot of the improvement I feel is going to be due to the work of twin flames. But first, in order for justice to be done and relationships to improve, we have to consciously acknowledge what is lacking or out of balance with the relationships that we currently have. Now, I'm kind of feeling like if you're in a relationship that has a lot of weakness in it, that this transit is going to it's going to make that very clear. It's going to show you the truth that the foundation isn't secure. And then also, because we're dealing with social morals, okay, we're going to have to acknowledge that we're all connected to one another. And I feel like that's like the later half of the transit. But again, you might have issues coming up beforehand to kind of show you where justice is not being done on a social level. Now, Libra is also the sign that rules diplomacy, and Jupiter's the sign that rules other cultures. So I feel like there's likely to be a lot of negotiating going on between different nations during this transit. And I feel like it's not going to be so much we come to the realization that we're all equal and everyone's going to be, joined hands at the fire singing Kumbaya, but more that we have to realize that we're all part of something bigger, and that your beliefs, your morals, and how you treat other people on a personal level really affect the whole. And I think that that is how change is going to come about with this transit. So let's get to the cards that I pulled. This is a card reading for divine partnerships. The first one has to do with the energy of twin number 1 for the week of 999. And that card is Opportunity Beckons. And this is the deck Psychic Tarot of the Heart by John Holland. Okay, so twin number 1. There are some amazing opportunities here for you, but you're not seeing any of it. You see the man in the picture, he's looking down. There's the moon there, all these stars, the infinity sign. But he's just, depressed, can't be bothered. Honestly, it looks like he's crying or just feeling very desolate, like nothing's going right for him. And this is a big tap on the back from the universe saying, hey, we're bringing you so many opportunities, not just around your relationship, but in all areas of your life. So now's not the time to sit around feeling sorry for yourself. A lot is happening behind the scenes. Maybe you don't see it yet. Maybe it's not 100% materialized into your reality, but it is coming. So change your tune, guys. Okay, it's time to focus on positivity and finding gratitude for what you do have in your life. This is going to go a long way towards bringing up your energy and making your dreams come true. You know, the universe really is helping you right now. The card for twin number 2, their energy for this week is reach out. Okay, twin number 2. Usually twin number 2s are the ones that have a hard time communicating. So it looks like twin number 2s, you've been thinking about reaching out to twin number 1. And you really want to, but maybe something is holding you back. Or maybe not. Maybe you're going to take that leap of faith and send a message or make a phone call. It seems like they really want to talk to twin number 1 this week. And twin number 1, you're on twin number 2's mind a lot right now. Now, the combined energy for twin number 1 and twin number 2 for 999 is embrace. Well, guys, this is the best card in the deck, really. This is attainment. Everything you've been wanting coming into fruition. The universe really taking care of you. The universe hears your messages. The universe is hearing your prayers and answering your prayers even as we speak. And so the message is to embrace every situation that you're in right now. Every situation, every person that you're dealing with has a purpose, has a deeper meaning, even if you can't see it now. Again, gratitude. Find gratitude this week because so much is happening. This is a 3 card too. We have 2 3 cards. 3s always remind me of the masculine and feminine and the third energy, or twin number 1, twin number 2, and your higher self. A combination of those 3 energies. And also manifestation. So, great cards. I have Ascended Masters cards too. Okay, the Ascended Master message for twin number 1 is King Solomon and prioritize. So King Solomon's message is that there are a lot of things going on in your life right now, twin number 1. There's a lot of opportunities coming in. This is a very creative time for you. And there's so many projects that you're feeling the need to start. And this, I think, it's in line with Jupiter making this transition, okay? Because you're still getting that push for that Virgo energy and what you're going to do for mission. I feel like that's what this card is about for twin number 1. What are those projects that you need to be working on? The message from the Ascended Masters is you need to make time to work on them. Also, getting everything in order and lined up for yourself. Taking care of any loose ends. Giving and receiving has been a theme this week. So make sure that your giving is in line with receiving, and if it's not, prioritize yourself right now. You can get a lot accomplished this week if you prioritize things. Just going to double check the meaning and see if I missed out on anything. Let go of procrastination and perfectionism. Break your major goals into baby steps and take one step at a time. Be assertive to anything that is trying to stop you on your path. The Ascended Masters card for twin number 2 is take charge of this situation. This is Moses. So, a lot is, well, I can't help but put these 2 cards together. Reach out and take charge of the situation. Seems like there's a message there for twin number 2s, okay? Twin number 2s like to put everything on twin number 1, right? So maybe it's time for them to step up. Say, you have the power to heal and alter the course of this situation. It's time for you to take charge and assume a leadership position. First, decide what you want. Be clear about the conditions that are acceptable or unacceptable to you. The universe responds when you're clear about your aims and intentions. The Ascended Masters will support your leadership role. Talk openly and honestly about your feelings. Make a decision instead of passively waiting. Give yourself permission to do what you feel is right. Don't wait. Take action now. Be your own authority figure. So those are just a few cards for twin flames and divine partnerships on the energy of this coming week. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for liking this and subscribing to my channel. I love you, and I will be back soon talking about the full moon Pisces eclipse.